Hello and welcome to my pick a card reading. This is Oceanic Lunar Tarot. Welcome back to my channel for those who are subscribed. For those who are new, I do daily readings, pick a card readings, love readings, and also whatever suggested readings you'd like to put in the comment section. You're more than welcome, even if it's just a question or idea. I'm very open to it. So today I will be doing a pick a card reading with the Santa Muerte deck with the quartz crystal on top for pile number 1. And pile number 2 is the black tourmaline with the Rider-Waite tarot. The question we have today is a clarity type of question, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go over what you need to know, what you need to release, what you need to embrace, and like what's next in the situation. So if you have something in mind, like a particular situation, just ask yourself, like, what do I need clarity on? What do I need to know for this particular situation? So I will leave that there. I will leave the cards here just for like a minute or two, just for you to meditate. If a certain pile stands out to you more than the crystal, go with that flow. Vice versa. If the crystal stands out more to you, then just go with that. This is, like I said, black tourmaline, which is pile number 2, and this is pile number 1 with the clear quartz, the Santa Muerte deck. The Rider-Waite deck is here. Okay, so I'm just going to leave you in silence for a little bit while you decide exactly what you want to do and which one to choose. Oh, and of course, I will be leaving timestamps in the description box just so you can jump forward to your reading so you don't have to scan through it. Okay, if you do not choose the pile you want yet, you can always pause the video and take a deeper look before we get into it, just to make sure. This is the clear quartz, just to get a little view of it, and this is the black tourmaline, just so you can see what it kind of looks like before we get into the reading. Again, if you're still uncomfortable with which one to choose, you can always pause the video now, but I'm going to start the reading, so here we go. For those who chose pile number 1, this clear quartz crystal, let me put this here actually, and the Santa Muerte deck. This will be your reading. Okay. Spirit, universe, whatever situation, pile number 1, the people who chose pile number 1, group number 1, whatever situation they have, please give us clarity on the situation, spirit, universe. Okay, so what exactly do you need to know? What does group number 1 need to know for those who chose pile number 1, the Santa Muerte deck and the clear quartz crystal? What do they need to know about their situation, spirit? Give us some guidance, some messages. What do they need to know in regards to their situation that they asked about? Holding their thoughts and their feelings and everything dearly that they hold onto the situation. What exactly do they need to know, spirit? That one, I feel like I should pull another one just for what you need to know. Spirit, universe, what exactly do they need to know? Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Now, what do they need to embrace, spirit? What exactly does pile number 1 with their situation, those who chose pile number 1, what do they need to embrace? Show us, spirit, please. Show grace, home, one. I'm gonna fix the camera angle so you can see all of them, and I'll show you the cards, of course. Okay, what do they need to release, Spirit, with the situation? What do they need to release with the situation? Those who chose pile number 1, group number 1, the Santa Muerte deck, and the clear quartz crystal. They're really speaking today. This one. Let me just get another one because I was a little missing. What do they need to release? Those who chose group number 1 or pile number 1, what do they need to release with their situation at hand? Things that they are thinking about, the questions that they had about the situation that they needed clarity on. What do they need to release, Spirit? Show me. What do they need to release? Okay. And now what's next for those who chose pile number 1? Spirit Universe, what is next for those who chose pile number 1, please? Spirit Universe, show us guidance on those who chose pile number 1 with the clear quartz crystal and the Santa Muerte deck. What is next with the situation they asked about? A lot of cards, but you know what? We're going to take it. We're going to take it. Okay. All right. So for what you need to know, we have the High Priestess along with the Eight of Wands. Now, let me just start here. If this has to do with a love situation, I do see that you have to just trust your gut and know that whatever you're going to do, it will be based off your intuition. So your intuition will guide you on the situation, even if it's like, I have feelings for this person, but I don't know how I feel about it. Like, what you need to know is, like, listen to your gut, and you never know. There might be feelings that are kind of secretive in this situation, whatever you asked about. But if this is just a general reading that you were asking about, like a general question that didn't have anything to do with like love or anything in that section of your life, I do see that the universe is saying just guide yourself by listening to intuition, basically, because this high priestess is really an intuitive being. She reads the secrets of the universe in her book on her throne, and she keeps them to herself until she needs to address them. So I should say until she knows she has to say something. But that, along with this Eight of Wands, things are going fast. Things are going smooth, and things are going to be a little bit swift. So on the situation that you asked about, just know that you have the right answers in your intuition, and things are going to go swiftly. Okay? What you need to embrace is the Ten of Swords, okay? And the Devil card. Okay, perfect. So in this situation, I feel as though you're going to have to embrace releasing, right? Releasing a thought process, okay? Because I feel here with this Ten of Swords, you're not accepting that something might be over, you know? And this could be something in regards to a toxic relationship, a toxic situation, or just toxic people in your life, even within yourself. You know, we all are temples, and we all have our faults, you know, our cracks in our temples. And by not accepting or embracing our faults, we can't move forward, you know? So with this situation, like I said, with your intuition, like you will be guided on the right path, but what to embrace exactly is this acceptance of, you know, something might even put you down. Toxic thoughts, toxic behaviors, toxic relationships might put you down and make you feel restricted, as if you can't get up, like you're kind of like dead on the ground and you can't move, you know? But they're there, you know? The toxic behaviors might be there, and that's how you can just, you can't move forward unless you see what is holding you back, you know? So with pile number 1, I definitely see that you have to embrace the idea that you're coming into completion with ending these toxic behaviors, or that these toxic behaviors are keeping you down, okay? So what you need to release, which is weird because this is kind of like a release energy, what you need to release is feeling restricted, you know, feeling like your thoughts are holding you back, feeling like you can't see right in front of you and you're afraid of your thoughts. That you have to release, because if you're afraid of your own mind, your mind can't figure out how to get out of it, you know? So release that along with this tension, this inner conflict. I feel like it's a battle inside yourself that you are struggling, whether it has to do with this restriction that we're talking about, or it has to do with maybe two contradicting ideas that are kind of sparking inside you and they keep going back and forth because you don't know which one to choose, whatever that is, just release it. Because like I said in the beginning, your intuition will guide you and things will move swift if you follow that intuition, okay? Now with the what's next, yeah, you might be disappointed. Yeah, you might have to daydream, even if it breaks your heart, even if it is a little bit like out of your norm, I want to say. Even if it like doesn't go with what you usually do, you have to start daydreaming. You have to start imagining what you want, and that's what's next. After listening to your intuition, after knowing that these toxic behaviors here are being released, sorry about the light, you'll be able to daydream. You'll be able to pour your emotions, your thoughts into something that could manifest realistically. And I say manifest because this King of Pentacles here is about a man who knows he has resources and has the tools and the abundance and the experience to get forward, but just doesn't want to yet with this Four of Cups because they might be disappointed or even just imagining, like I said, daydreaming about what you can have, daydreaming about these wishes, these dreams that you have in your heart, this Nine of Cups energy, to come true. You know what I mean? You have to start somewhere. To get from this Four of Cups energy to this Nine of Cups energy, you have to start by daydreaming to manifest it, to realize what you have. So first things first, before you start doing that, that's the next step. Before you start doing anything, just know that you have to accept the bad behaviors, accept the bad toxic habits, whatever it may be, whatever holds you down. Accept those so you can move forward, so that you can release this thought pattern. You can do these at the same time also. Like if you feel like, yeah, things hold me down, yeah, blah, 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 whatever, toxic behavior, whatever. Just know that you have to release this restriction that you hold and this inner conflict because your intuition will guide you in the right direction, okay? It'll go swift. I know it's kind of vague of what you have to release and what you have to embrace, but know that the next step is just prepare yourself knowing the next step is daydreaming about what you can manifest so your dreams can come true because you're not too far from it. The 4 to the 9, it's so easily possible if you just simply hold yourself high with experience, abundance, and all that. So that's going to come about. Just make sure you're doing it correctly, which is first you gotta accept and release. You know what I mean? Embrace and release, like I said in the beginning. But your intuition will guide you. So pile number one, if I had to say something that kind of resonated with you or you want to affirm yourself with, I'm on the right path. My intuition guides me. Things along those lines. I feel strongly embrace the end to start a beginning, to get to my dreams, and that's the key thing. That's what's going to push you through. Okay, pile number one, I just feel like you just gotta accept the end to move forward. Accept the end to move forward. And I know what I'm doing. So those are the things I feel like you can resonate with. So for pile number one, I hope this resonated with you. Again, like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit that notification bell so you get my now pick a card readings, my daily readings, and my love readings I will be posting. Again, any requests or suggestions, you can always put in the comment section. I have my email down below if you want to email me in case you don't want it to be public, just to throw out an idea. Also, I'll be booking private readings soon, eventually, hopefully. Soon. I'm just trying to work out the whole PayPal thing. But yeah, so I hope this resonated. If it didn't, you're always welcome to choose pile number 2 and see if that resonates more. But I do feel like if you chose this pile, you were meant to hear it because it was very specific. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for joining me in this love, light, and happiness center of Oceanic Lunar Tarot. Thank you. Hello. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 2 with the Rider-Waite Tarot and the black tourmaline crystal, this will be your reading. I'll keep this here. Okay, so like I said, think of your situation that you wanted clarity on, I will just be doing a simple reading on what you need to know, what you need to embrace, what you need to release, and also what's next, so you know what's to come. So you have some hope that there is something, that you're not doing this all for nothing. So the clarity of the situation could be different amongst the different aspects of your life, whether it be a love life situation or a general life situation or career path, or just even like a self-improving situation where it's just like, I need to work on me type situation. But whatever it is, I'm sure universe will bring us guidance and show us the love, light, and happiness it has to offer. We always listen to our intuitive mother, remember that? So through these readings, I will channel the oceanic intuitive mother that we have to guide us in the right path, along with the universe, to show the light forward, the star card, that light that could guide us on the right path, you know? So for pile number 2, those who chose pile number 2, universe, what do we have to need to know? What do we need to know here, universe, for pile number 2? With the black tourmaline crystal and the Rider-Waite tarot, spirit, what do we need to know? What do we know, spirit? For group number 2, those who chose pile number 2, either the Rider-Waite tarot or the black tourmaline crystal, what do we need to know about their situation, spirit? Please guide us in the right direction. Give us some messages on what we need to know. Spirit, what do we need to know about pile number 2, please? Pile number 2. This one. Hey, give me one more, spirit. What do we need to know about the situation that pile number 2 is asking about? Those who chose the black tourmaline crystal and the Rider-Waite tarot. What do we need to know about their situation that they are asking about, that they need clarity on? Spirit, what do we need to know about their situation so that we can move forward with this reading? I'll show you the cards in the end. Let me just put this so you can see everything. Okay, spirit. Maybe some of you are transitioning through something, getting to better waters with the situation. So spirit, with the situation they are asking about, pile number 2, what exactly do they need to embrace? Wow, I kid you not. I can't even. Universe works like that. What do we need to embrace, spirit? Okay, all right. Now, spirit, what does pile number 2 need to release with the situation they asked about? I'm not going to take this too many. Spirit, give us one. Okay. What do we need to release, spirit? What do we need to release with the situation at hand that pile number 2 asked about? What do we need to release? What do we need to release? I'm drawn to this. Spirit, what's next for pile number 2 after they hear what they have to hear about the situation, the clarity on the situation? What do we need to know about everything, and what they need to embrace, and what they need to release? What is next after that? Thank you. Okay, what is next after they hear their advice for the situation at hand? Pile number 2. What is next in their situation that they are asking about? What is next with the situation they're asking about? Please give me another one. Okay, thank you. The situation might have to do with loving yourself, or potentially a woman that you're making a love decision about. Or if you are a woman or you're not into women, it could be something in regards to self-love, to feel complete, so the scales are balanced. Because it might be a past situation at hand, but destiny is taking its role. So what you need to know about the situation is the Ace of Wands with the Page of Cups. What you need to know is this is a new beginning. You know, this is something fresh. This is something new. There's a new, inspiring, passionate energy with this. That's good, because the black tourmaline is all about ripping away what's not needed, releasing the negative things out of your life in order for good things to come in. It's also about protection. So know that there's like, what you need to know is, yes, there could be an unexpected message. If it has to do with love, this is a very good start to your reading. It could be about this new beginning that you're going on could be something passionate, could be something like inspiring, like you just want to jump into the situation that has to do with love. You're like, wow, I just want to be with this person. I just want to talk to this person, blah, 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 you know? And it could be this like young, inexperienced feeling that your emotions aren't fully like experienced, or like you have the tools, but you don't have all the experience that you thought you would have needed on a situation. But despite all of that, you know that you can have a fresh start with what you're doing or where you're going for with this love situation. If not, I feel like this could definitely be like, if it's a general love, not love, if it's a general reading, I do see that it could just be a fresh start, a new inspiring idea that could make you get some unexpected messages, or maybe it was an unexpected message for yourself also, that you didn't see yourself like being like, wow, I can actually like start fresh and have like this new like drive, this new fiery spark that I didn't see coming. What you need to embrace is the transition, okay? Is definitely the transition, that you're going to better waters, even with your thoughts. Like I could see that maybe you're going to a better place with your mind and you can manifest it. You know what I mean? Like that's what you have to manifest. Embrace is the idea that you can manifest it and you can move to better waters, okay? Universe is saying the water may be rocky, but the outcome is stable. Okay. So it might be a rough journey for some of you. I don't see it as a rough journey, but for some of you, it could definitely be, because Spirit was just talking through me at that moment. Regardless of what's exactly happening, like I don't know the whole situation because you chose this pile, but I do feel as if you have to embrace the transition so that you can manifest more. Even the idea that you can manifest is a great thing to have, because manifesting is just the universe allowing us to use our gifts that we already have. Okay. um, so embrace this transition and embrace the inexperience as well. With maybe if this has to do with career, it could be inexperience, but your career, if it has to do with love, the transition to have something in the palm of your hand, to bring something into reality, into the 3D realm. In order to get that, you could potentially manifest it, okay? But to release this, it's funny because the last pile actually got the same exact card in the same exact position. Release this Eight of Swords energy of feeling restricted, of feeling blinded, like you're tied up, like you can't go anywhere, you know, and you don't want to move because you're scared your thoughts are going to hurt you. You have to release that, okay? Release it, and also maybe release like secretive motives. Like maybe if you're being kind of secretive with the situation at hand, I could definitely see like maybe like don't be as secretive. I'm not saying go flaunt your secrets all over campus or all over like your town or all over like your friend group. Like there's no need to do that, but definitely I'm also getting listen to your intuition with this one, because maybe your intuition will guide you, because both of these are intuitive cards. So maybe what you need to release is this idea that you can't listen to your intuition, that there's a block, that you're not like, you're ignoring it, you know, because she's ignoring it here, even though she needs it to get through what she has to get through. And the High Priestess has all the answers. Also, release the idea that you have all the answers, because not everyone has all the answers, you know. The universe speaks to us when they can, and we hear what we need when we need to hear it. But honestly, release this idea that you're restricting yourself, that you have to be secretive about it, you know, about whatever this passion has to do with this emotions and this like wanting to manifest something. Like you don't have to be so secretive, you know what I mean? You don't have to keep everything bottled up. Wow. What's next? The King of Cups and the World card. Yeah, this could definitely do with self-love. This could do with self-love. Even your this has to do with learning your power, standing in your power, not being afraid to show yourself. Because with the energy over here of this Empress, this Lover's card, this Justice card, it's about like, she shows herself off. She stands with who she is and she shows herself off. I'm gonna put these in the middle just so you see. And this Lover's card has to do with feeling complete and not being afraid of it. You know, showing off who you are without having any fear of who, like, it's a wholesome, it's a feeling of completion. And this Justice card is like showing to the public the justice that's there, the scales that are balanced, the need to show the justice, and the outcome, like the what's next in your like path is the King of Cups in the world. So like things coming full circle, I could definitely see with the situation. Things coming into completion, but also I see emotional stability and maturity, especially with like, I feel like this inexperience over here, like these 2 pages, this cup definitely shows that you're going to get to that point of like, wow, I'm going to be emotionally mature. I'm going to have my ducks lined up. Everything's going to be crossed off to the T. I'm going to know exactly how to do things in the future because now I'm emotionally mature, and that sense of completion is almost there. That's what's next. If you've released this idea that you can't move and this idea that you don't want to listen to your intuition, and to embrace the transition and embrace the manifestation idea that you can bring something into reality if you truly want to, that whole concept definitely is like the hook, line, sinker. You know what I mean? Like that's just like, that's what's going to get you to this feeling of completion and this feeling of emotional stability, even if it involves like self-love, if it involves regular love, like just something that you're like a partnership of some sort, or even just like, even if it's a legal case that it's a situation, like you will find that things are going to come into completion and you'll be emotionally satisfied and mature about it. You know what I mean? I just want to clarify this King of Cups here because it keeps standing out to me that I have to clarify it. Clarify this King of Cups, Spirit, clarify this King of Cups. Judgment. Perfect. Emotional stability will come back. I feel like maybe you felt like you lost it, but it will come back with this Judgment card. Okay. Things will be judged for correctly, for right or wrong with the situation that's at hand, but I definitely see divine intervention as well. I keep seeing a lot of angels in this. So I'm going to say that there's divine intervention if you believe in angels, higher powers. If you don't, it's whatever. But whatever is out there that you believe in or you don't believe in is taking a force in your life and entwining, I want to say, their divine knowledge and their divine wisdom into the situation. Okay? Just ignore the idea that you feel restricted and release the idea that you have to be secretive with the situation in order to bring about a sense of completion. Okay? So for pile number 2, I want to say sparks are there, but you're not done yet. This is just the beginning. So if that resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell like I usually say, just so you get notifications for when I post these readings. Now that I did a pick a card reading, I feel like I have some variety on my channel. But again, if you have any requests of what you would like, I will leave my email in the description box, and I will also take any like comments that you were like, hey, I have an idea, like this is a question I kind of want to know, like that's fine by me. That's perfectly fine. Remember to share and like for all people to see. I also have a Tumblr. It's called Oceanic Lunar Child. Is no caps, no spaces. It's simply that. I'll also leave that in my description box if you want to check that out. I'm going to start doing like more spiritual based things, posts and whatnot. So let's just remember, let's have a takeaway here. Pile number 2. Sparks may fly, but completion is near. Okay? Completion is near. Stop ignoring and start listening. There you go. Okay. Thank you for coming to my post, my channel, my whatever you want to call this. Thank you for coming. I hope this resonated with you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.